Prince Nadir Naim. He is the board director for the Kabul Institute for Peace. Welcome to the programme. Are donors justified in possibly reducing their pledges to Afghanistan this year, given the uncertainty over the Doha peace talks, the corruption, the fact that there is no ceasefire and non-stop fighting?
Well, thank you very much. If I may give you a quick snapshot of where we're at the moment. As you know, Afghanistan economy has been very much donor-driven, and around 70 to 75% of public expenditure comes from donor grants, and of which 42% goes to security and defense sector. Just to give you an idea of what we've had 12 of these meetings since the formation of the government after the fall of the Taliban. And the last one that we had was in Brussels in 2016, whereby the public expenditure was calculated around $11 billion, and of which $8.6 billion was estimated that was required. But what we actually got was around $5.2 billion per year from 2017 to 2020. Right now, you're right, the situation is volatile. I think this is an exceptional meeting. While the Doha talks have not gone or attained any tangible results and has been very slow, I think the donors are quite concerned that, what the end state is going to be like in Afghanistan, even within the next year or so. But at the same time, the country is facing humorous amount of challenges, such as the pandemic of COVID-19 and also poverty, and the very sharp rise of violence that unfortunately has been very visible even in the capital. We've been witnessing some horrendous attacks.
If I may jump in, given that there are 70 countries there in the conference in Geneva, what should their priorities be right now? As you mentioned, it is such a sensitive, critical time for the country. Human rights say it should be education and health, especially for girls, women, and also independent media.
I think, one of the main focuses are to preserve what we've gained in the past 18 or 19 years. That'll be predominantly the focus. And I think, there'll be some issues which I think the president will be addressing those. One of them is, of course, corruption. And also peace is going to be the kind of main topic that's going to be discussed, or where we are. And it's not just about peace making, which is happening in Doha, but I think there'll be indication of peace building, which of course will be the next chapter. What is really interesting for me is the conditions that the donor countries have put forward. They put 10 conditions forward, and it's almost addressing both the Taliban and the Afghan government. So this is something new. The talks that I've been witness to, especially in the conferences with the donors really are confused about what the future would look like. But at the same time, I think having spent so much money on Afghanistan, I think they will probably be supporting Afghanistan again in this conference. The question is, are they going to be supporting it or pledging for the next 4 years? Or there's also rumors that it might be reduced to even 1 year, which of course is not going to be very helpful, because psychologically right now, I think the state that we're in, we need to feel that our partners are with us for the long haul, and also that at least gives us some encouragement towards some kind of settlement for the peace. Okay. And at the same time, the American withdrawal is a big issue, which of course affects everything in this country.
Indeed. Prince Nadir Naim from the Kabul Institute of Peace, thank you so much for speaking to us on TRT World today.
You're welcome.